Who's gonna be on the title screen this time? Okay, it's Taka again. Owie. Can we get him? Hello, hero. No. Okay, that's a dead person. That's a bear. Can we get Mondo to, like, signify this stream? Okay, that's Hero. I need Mondo. Close. That's Kyoko. That's also Kyoko. That's a woman. That's a dead person. Fuck it. You're Mondo now, Owie. Here we go. But what I didn't know is that even then, a tragedy was taking place. A gun. Hey, do you have a second? I want to confide in you. It's about the prevailing world attitude right now. The difference between passive and active. I mean, for example, the difference between, oops, I killed him, and, yeah, that's right, I killed him. Amazingly, there are tons of people who don't understand the difference. Can you believe it? But there's a huge difference between oops and that's right. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyone can kill someone in the heat of the moment, but surprisingly few can do it with calculated talent. To make that choice, then put it into action, it's way harder than just letting your emotions lead you. It's all about preparation, resolve. So maybe you're wondering, what's the point I'm trying to make?
Well, I'm not really sure myself. Maybe you should try reading between the lines.
Between the covers of a book. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning!
How would you guys... Chad, how would you feel if you saw this motherfucker on your nightstand wishing you a good morning? Nice reaction! I'm glad to see you didn't disappoint. What are you doing here? I just wanted to spice things up. So instead of a school announcement, I wanted to wake you up in person. I would cry. What the hell for? Because it's fun. As long as I'm here, I figured I'd let you hear it right from the bear's mouth. Hear what? Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates? What? What? Your face is all blue like someone on the verge of death. What happened? Oh God, this chapter. What are you talking about? That's for me to know and you to find out. Good luck. Something's happened to someone. Was it? No, it can't be. Are you going in blind? No, I haven't. I'm sorry. There's no way someone would. But what if? No, what ifs are pointless. Especially now when... The dining hall. I need to go to the dining hall! Makoto! Are you okay? Did Monokuma talk to you too? Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and... Byakuya. You're the only ones here? Where's everyone else? Either they're taking off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The something? I burnt my knuckle on an air fryer, but it's all good because I got my mozzarella sticks. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna read that out in my impression of Byakuya. I burnt my knuckle on the air fryer, but it's all good because I got my mozzarella sticks. Hot take, I'm actually not that big on mozzarella sticks. I've never really been a fan of them.
Perhaps.
It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder? After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday?
Huh?
It can't be. That stuff was a bunch of old memories. This is such a Byakuya comment to say. Clearly, you don't own an air fryer. Just old memories? Don't be so short about that. Clearly, someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook. Do you realize how dangerous that is?
What the heck?
Why didn't you say something yesterday? Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. What good does it do me to get you to go out of my way to help you? Stop saying that already. There's something wrong with him, for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something? That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I think there actually is a video where Jason Wishnov says in Byakuya's voice, clearly you don't own an air fryer. I've been doing a British accent too much. I fear it may become permanent. That reminds me of a news article that says that during quarantine, children were watching Bluey so much that they started imitating Australian accents. Do you ever get sleepy playing this mid? No. I enjoy this. It's, like, I get Danganronpa's not for everyone, but please, like, show a little... She's right. Let's all split up and begin looking. The game is afoot. I always thought crime was a leg. Yo.
Yo.
Hey, Makoto. Honestly, what do you think? Huh? About what?
Serious.
About Byakuya. You think he's being brainwashed or what? I don't know. You'd know more about that kind of thing than me, right? What? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, you're some kind of psychic, right?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto, I think you've completely misunderstood what it is I do. Okay. Listen, fortune telling is like... It's totally different from brainwashing or hypnosis or any of that pseudo-scientific bullcrap. Is this Persona 4? Oh my god, I love Persona. The only Persona game I have on my Switch is Persona 5. I still haven't played it, but it's on there. I need you to understand that. So you expect me to think that fortune telling isn't pseudoscience? Sorry, but I don't want to get yelled at. You'll never see it coming. You gotta see that my mind is too fast for eyes. No, wait, it's over here. This is not my first time playing this game, Gloomy Bear. Huh? The door's open. But aren't these supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Investigation?
It's all clear.
Just as I thought. Byakuya! Judging from what he said, there can be no doubt that a murder has really taken place. Come on. And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if only talking to himself. Without awaiting her reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. What? I don't know how long it took me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did, a wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Rest in peace, Cheerios. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me, like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand, most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching it all unfold in front of a TV screen. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And what's been written on the wall in blood? Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head, hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Ah! Chihiro! This is not my first time playing.
A body has been discovered.
Byakuya was just like, help everyone in the trial. No, I troll now. Good luck, everybody else.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
You better believe it. What the hell was that?
What?
Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro really is... dead, yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. That scream caught you off guard? I'm sorry, man. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all had passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. They never really did elaborate that, besides to reveal Genocide Jack. That's true. Also, the blood splatter on the poster. For some reason, I thought it was stalking from Penny and Stalking for a bit. So there's another victim. Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man. What the fuck is this? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Ah! Shut up. Oh god, my voice is getting hoarse from doing all this screaming. Jesus. Chihiro never died. What do you guys mean? Yeah, it's just a weird exercise, and they spilled pink sauce on them. They just passed out from the food poisoning that the pink sauce gives them. Wait, look at the wall. Are these letters? On the wall. The shit on the wall. The people who live with him about to be real confused with this one. The word bloodlust was written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a strange and bizarre brutal method. At the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away. Wait, where's my coffee? Why am I black and white? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. Then is this some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. Wait, the real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way.
There's no way. But going so far to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Sakura punched them in the face. My mom just called. What is it now? Toko. Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No. Why? 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 Ka-dunk. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up.
Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
So she is hemophobic. I imagine that does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, she technically passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. Regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count? Gotcha. Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up! As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. What? Sorry about that. I was just shocked, you know. It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Whoa, was that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? She totally ignored me! Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem with leaving Mondo and Sakura on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing into an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, you surely realize that. There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Right as rain! But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? Another one of us? Another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum. So, please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way.
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends. I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too! I've had enough. I'm getting out of here! Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. However, after all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all this, are you not? How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we will all die. That's true, but to jump to it so soon... What, do you want to die? Fine then. Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is an object? Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some India. Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko, if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. If Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro, then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat. Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any kind of rule like that. I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would all be over, right?
The new rule had been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Well, in a good mystery, I don't want to miss out on the at least on the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility. Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial.
I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up! Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop off Toko at her room. Nice! I'm gonna get dropped off. We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation to the suite. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. It's true. I hate this, but if we want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened. It looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about all that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help but wondering what it might be. Mondo's account. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't hear us. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure how he... Still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, she was apparently killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising at that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to imagine she would come alone. She didn't want to start exercising, but specifically she couldn't do it by herself. Genocide Jack's handiwork. Yeah. Quote unquote, Genocide Jack. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she also would have come here with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. Alright, I am going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. What the fuck was that? Yo! The man has returned. But if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He got so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So this is our next location. This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. Yeah, pool-related items. Ooh, money! Oh yeah, I got Celeste's skill in the last live that increases mono coins. I forgot about that. Maybe this gun was used to... even as Chihiro was being murdered. You've already spent plenty of time checking the crime scene. There are plenty of other things to check here. This card reader is supposed to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Has he been domesticated? Yeah, it's the newest pet, the pocket Monokuma.
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's about the card reader.
Yeah.
Yep, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter a locker room corresponding with the gender listed in your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
I'm being
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, right?
Of course.
Correctly correct.
So then, that means only girls can go in the girls and boys can go in the boys. In other words, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you are thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is completely fine.
I would expect nothing less of the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. You managed to sniff out a loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yeah.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that would means they have to loan it, so,
Why you?
So sleepy.
Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Is it supposed to say get your shit together? Because they say the word shit all the time in Danganronpa 2. Mostly from Nekomaru, but yeah.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own damn self.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what is going on. That looks like a DS. That just straight up looks like the DS logo. Like the little indent that's on the DS. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Alright, Rich Britches, Jesus. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? Wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there is a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. See then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko Enoshima, Leon Kawada, and Sayaka Mizuno. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the e-handbooks, and when I did, of course you happen to grab the one with your dead girlfriend's name on it. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention. Yeah. Makoto, did we see that scene earlier?
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. The one that wouldn't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yet. I just realized I read Makoto's dialogue in Byakuya's voice. I guess Makoto hit puberty. It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Hey, what's up? I'm in a flashback. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for that handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey!
What? Ugh, my throat, Jesus.
That e-handbook is essential to the student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal.
Like I said in the previous stream, bro might actually be Byakuya. I wish I was rich. Fuck, let's do it. I wish that I was rich in real life.
There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It could withstand 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap! Oh, but even my amazing e-handbook does have one single weak point.
It does?
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be?
Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it won't turn on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. Monokuma the vocal cord ruiner. Heat. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? Hold on. There's still more here waiting to be checked. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. The murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. The murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. He said he's killed thousands of people, but that's got to be an urban legend. Still, could one of us be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Yeah.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I also have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence... Does something like that really... Hey, you two! Big trouble, need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me.
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean,
But it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened?
well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina.
Go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms. Toko's dorm, most likely. You're right. I loved crossing my arms.
But
You're talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. Hang on a second, I gotta do this. I'm gonna go clock out and play Zenless Zone Zero. Peace. Alright, see you later, Cosmo. Alright, let's read this again. You're talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. Junko. Howie. Byakuya. Mondo. Kiyotaka. I love that their rooms are right next to each other. Oh, it's right here. Alright, hey glasses girl, I'm coming for you. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? Do I need to talk to Aoi? You guys are so slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what is this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her. You know, to see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff. We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Might as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap! The aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hito was really worried about you. Bring yourself up in your room.
Where's my dog? What's Sawyer barking at?
Yeah, sure thing. Could you open up just for a second?
Allow it. You won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago, I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut from the other side. Even I couldn't budge it. Toko was scared enough to bar her own door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Ayo, Rich Britches, we need ya. Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Oh, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments,
what do you want?
leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Huh, Bacula!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as he walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. There are no clues here. We need to check elsewhere. If I remember on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Up here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Oh, there's so many books and... I read that as books and flies. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value yourself. Yeah, thick files. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. No, what do you mean? All those files in there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak.
that's enough.
These documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to disappear for it, take a look. To be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it all go for now. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh? That's the report on a presidential assassination. Okay, what fucking timing to play this game, holy shit. Guys, Chihiro is still alive, trust. The original is kept at the National Library. Yeah, I know, something really weird happened in Pennsylvania, like a few days ago. Chihiro never dies. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. I probably shouldn't have played this, given that a certain event happened. Oh, the lamp. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, and I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. It's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful when I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not just that. It's not like I would totally refuse to believe it, but there's just so much. How can anyone have all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to prevent us from getting bored. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? Can you believe it so easily? Things like that are truly impossible. No, wait, that was Makoto reading that shit.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think their own common sense applies to me as well. The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying that you reviewed all these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other
I
words,
already told you there is a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what has always interested me were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I solved more than a few cases just by reviewing those reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed the specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And second is when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. That's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only the key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other
The
words,
culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, is really walking around among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't think it would be a good idea for you to take a look at what I've already seen. You might not just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Yes, Daddy. Talk to Byakuya! Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I reached out the page where photos from each crime scene had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsu Nataro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Nagisa, Takashi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. At the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. All the crimes took place on either weekdays at night, during holidays, either day or night. The most common killing time for the holiday was on holidays and in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely that there was any external reason for this. But this confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really is. I don't know. My mind has just gone numb. Genocide Jack case file.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya hurried out of the library. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. But just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered a really important clue thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. But to do that, I have to go... There's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. Yeah, the crime scene, and yada yada yada. Yo, Lard, what's up?
Ding, ding, ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit!
I feel as if
Another stat increase for me!
Evidence? What did you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee you that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs!
Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too.
Really? What did she see?
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies a boy she likes, right?
Okay, so where's Celeste now?
The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there.
What's it gonna be? Tornado. This poster. Okay, why does the guy in the back look like a gender swap version of Rockassus from... No, fuck, what... That hairstyle, it looks like Rockassus from Fire Emblem 4. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Did someone There's a strange stain on the carpet. It smells like shit. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It can only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. There's a blood-stained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but... The swimsuit model is pretty noticeable, too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. That reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. The boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' room, there's a photo of a swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched?
Why would anyone have done that? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I really want to get to the trial. I'm actually running short on time. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. Kyoko, what do you have?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. There is something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Examine the body one more time. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up into kind of a crucifix position. The rope has a plug? Like, this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, it's the more that it's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her on the head in order to kill her. There's the issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. Yet, at first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again and looking through the Genocide Jack case file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of dead body. Yeah, true nature of the rope. Certain place I need to revisit. Alright, let's pay Celeste a visit. I can't teleport there, that's fine. Does it have to do with the boys' locker room, maybe? Mondo? Yeah. Oh wait, I did talk to you about that.
Of course.
Do you think the posters in the boys' locker rooms and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Can't really say. I never really paid attention to the posters.
However,
There is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
I had noticed it earlier. The stain had disappeared. I can assume only because someone came along and cleaned it up. Still, isn't it unusually clean? Is it as if there was never a stain here to begin with? The disappearing stain. Alright, let's go to the library. The library. The library. The lamp won't turn on. Oh, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. The last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. That's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. There's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Oh, money. More money, that's good. I don't remember where it could be. Is it this? The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. Is it in the archive? Like, I had no idea where else it could be. I don't remember where it is. The desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed the one thing from over there and put it in here. Sure is dark over here. Yeah, Byakuya took it. Alright, let's go to the warehouse. Hello, Taka. Oh, wait, not here. It's the warehouse. It's right here. There's all different kinds of food stacked up. I don't see anything noteworthy. Celeste, what are you doing in here? This warehouse is amazing. It has everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. In that case, have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse might seem misdirect you, but it would be pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was inside the warehouse. Wait, really? That was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late? Oh, I was just... Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps? What? How did you know? Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying. Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into a track bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she had ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to go and exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account. I need to find Byakuya now. Wait. Is it in here? Bathtub is huge. Now is no time for taking baths. Lockers. One of them is unlocked, but I don't see anything inside. Oh, the dining hall. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she keeps mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry. But don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. Oh my god. That sprite of Aoi is just the cutest thing in the world. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
She was a little strange. I didn't really see her hang out with the other girls much. Like, she was trying to keep her distance from us. Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true. It wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine to be with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Really? You saw her as that kind of girl? Aoi's account. Alright, trial time, boys.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Here we go.
Ahem. So, is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo. Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How can I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do
Okie dokie. I'll go drag her out here kicking and screaming. One moment, please.
And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible.
Ooh, so now everyone's in here, right? Okay, then hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And the murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Shit.
Come on.
Fucking Toko, man. It's got her so worked up. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Love in an elevator. Loving it up while I'm going down. Loving an elevator. Living it up till I hit the ground. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated.
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, good. You're raring to go. I gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Well, let's get this show on the road.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.